Hi, I'm Leora, and I'm just going to be talking today a little bit about Jackie's differential diagnosis and really break down how we got towards the diagnosis of bipolar 2 that we got to. So I'm going to start off with what are the key symptoms and criteria that led us to our working diagnosis. So Jackie has a history of hypomanic, episodes lasting about 4 days, and depressive episodes. This includes an elevated and irritable mood, abnormally and persistent goal-directed activities, and she has had high energy for at least 4 days at a time as part of the hypomanic episodes. She has a decreased need for sleep at those times. She's more talkative, lots of thoughts racing, flight of ideas, and inflated self-esteem, which are all symptoms that are representative of this hypomanic episode. And when her depressive episodes come, the symptoms include just an overall change in her functioning, weight loss, insomnia, feeling worthlessness. She has had a previous suicidal attempt and suicide ideation, and she has fatigue and loss of energy, just in general loss of interest. So those are kind of the key symptoms that led us to get to our bipolar 2 diagnosis. So what didn't we select? We did go with bipolar 2, so we didn't go with bipolar 1, any form of depression, so that's PDD and MDD, and we didn't go with borderline personality disorder. So basically, based on the fact that she's experiencing hypomanic episodes lasting about 4 days, we ruled out bipolar 1 because she's not experiencing a full manic episode. These are hypomanic. And also, Jackie experiences these in waves with her depressive episodes, so we ruled out depression, MDD or PDD, and Jackie does not exist chronically in a state of crisis, of her mood or behavior. That is something that we would see in borderline personality disorder, so that's why we all felt that bipolar 2 was the accurate diagnosis. So our main concern and issue, even though we mentioned previously that on the Columbia suicide scale, that she was evaluated on, Jackie received a score of 0. When she was admitted to the hospital, she actually has had a previous suicide attempt and suicidal ideation, and so that would be the key issue and concern that we would deal with first before dealing with how to prevent another episode from happening, because obviously other episodes are harmful to her. But our first thing would be to deal with her suicide attempt, suicide ideation, just to make sure that she's not going to be a harm to herself. So we would target this first because that could be a potential threat to Jackie's life. And once we make sure that Jackie will not harm herself, then we can continue to progress and tackle her other symptoms and kind of figure out ways to prevent the onset of another episode from occurring to Jackie, because that could be really harmful for her. Thanks.